What's up, 20 ups? Here we go. I'm gonna talk fast and try and get this over with because I don't feel very good and I want to take a nap. Rima, yes, you most definitely win and have far, far, far more music than I have. I have one friend who might have you close, but I don't know and didn't have a chance to ask her how much music she has, but she's given me over 12 hours of music and is much, much more of an audiophile than I am. Tech updates, so incredibly frustrating when Firefox wants you to update and I don't want the freaking update. I like the version that I have now, and then they say, do you want to update? I click no, and then 2 days later, what does it do? It says, cannot open Firefox, open installing new update, and it does it for me. But I told it not to 3 times, but it still does it. Yeah, bothers me. I have a headache today. Today might be slightly more of a ranting week. Even though I know that we don't have a theme, I think that next week should be a theme, and I think that we should do cooking themes because then it gives everybody a whole week to get what they need to get and to figure out what they're going to make and make sure that they have the time to do it. So I think we should start that next week. I know we kind of failed in doing the themes this week, which is what we we're supposed to be doing. So next week should be themes, and I think we should just go with cooking because it's what kind of everybody has been talking about. We've been talking about the home ec, so it slides right in there and works really well. Lucy! You look so pitiful when you were admitting that you don't have music. Don't look pitiful. Don't look ashamed and pitiful. I may give you a hard time about your lack of music, but it's only because I care and because it's like you're a blank slate waiting to have all of this music thrust upon you, and it would be awesome. I get really excited about sharing. So don't. You looked really pitiful, and it made me sad. Don't. Craig, you were mentioning books that you read that take place around how Paper Towns takes place in your town and really close to where you live. And I always find it fascinating when I read books and they take place around where I live. Bill Bryson's Walk in the Woods. I've hiked a lot of the parts of the Appalachian Trail that he talked about, and he talks about places that are really close to where I grew up, and that was a lot of fun. Also, David Baldacci is originally from, he went to VCU, I think. He's got some connection to VCU and Richmond, D.C. area, but he also frequently puts things in places that I know, which is always a lot of fun to read about because it's like, you know, a little secret that most of the other readers don't know about because you know the actual place. So hearing that you're not organized kind of makes me cringe just a little bit. And you definitely, and then you were talking about how you get a much better feeling for the artist when you buy the whole album, and I totally agree that you get more feeling for the artist. I just don't buy a whole lot of music in general, and so I don't have a lot of money to be buying music with, and I want to support the artist, so I try to buy them, although I get a lot from mixed CDs. So generally I've been buying just a couple of songs so that I continue to get new music, but without having to pay for the whole album. So that's it. James, it was kind of a lot of fun to hear you uncut. I mean, I know that's not something I think any of us want to do frequently, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to hear all the crazy stuff. TJ, it's always awesome to go out of your way to, you know, wear things that will incite some sort of evil look or whatever. It's a lot of fun to be purposefully weird and out of the ordinary. And yes, perhaps wearing a jersey for a team that everybody else is rooting against isn't necessarily weird or out of the ordinary. And maybe as a child not necessarily intentional. But I think the same concepts and the same feelings are still there. And I kind of love the term that you came up with, the songs filled with happy sad. I feel like I need to start using that. And that should work. And I'm trying to brainstorm ways that we can make this whole making mixed CDs for each other thing work out without, it might just mean physically mailing CDs, which could happen. There's nothing wrong with that. Gins, you were talking about, and this is something other people had mentioned about how they go through and like watching the videos and timing it all, and like how frequently they watch your videos. So I don't use the computer on my camera. I don't use the camera on my computer very frequently. I have a little Kodak ZI6, but the issue is that Windows Movie Maker doesn't actually recognize the files from my Kodak camera, which means that I have to use another program to convert the files, which generally takes about 2 hours, and then takes, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, to import the file. Sometimes less, whatever. Spend 30 minutes or so editing, depending on how crappy I was that day. And then stupid Windows Movie Maker, whatever, takes an additional hour or more to save the file. And then it takes only 5 minutes to upload to YouTube. Why is the uploading part the fastest part? Yeah. We live in the, I can't comprehend this. I always feel like I would understand if the uploading part took the longest. But I don't. So because it takes me generally 3 to 4 hours to put this whole stinking video together, now I'm digging a hole. Not because I don't enjoy doing this or enjoy making videos for you guys, but sometimes it gets very stressful with the amount of time that it does take because my computer won't recognize the files. Anyway, so I actually don't have a chance to watch everybody's videos right before I film, which has been kind of good because it forces me to watch everybody's films as they come out throughout the week, because otherwise I get super, super stressed and anxious because I haven't had a chance to watch them all, and it drives me insane, and I don't know what to do, and I'm like, I have an hour of YouTube videos to watch to get caught up on, and it stresses me out. So I try to be very good about watching them every day and taking notes as I do them, which frequently means that when I do film, I don't necessarily remember exactly what I was referring to, but that's something that I've gotten better with over the past couple of weeks by making little notes to myself about what I'm talking about. Anyway, I also would agree with you, Jins, about technology that doesn't last, which just doesn't make any sense. I had something pop up on my computer just last week that asked if I wanted to purchase an extended warranty for it, and I thought, oh crap, things are going to start going wrong on my computer, because no, I'm not buying the extended warranty for it. I think it's going to be fine. But the fact that my computer, it recognizes that the warranty is expired and that I should probably buy a new one, means that my brother's theories that technology is set, it's like on a timer to shut down right after the warranties have expired. So I'm kind of slightly paranoid that something is going to go crazy soon, but hopefully not. Yeah, so I think I kind of touched on everybody. I think I touched on most of what we were saying. Oh, exciting news, I have a part-time job for the summer, which is awesome. I'll be working at a Barnes & Noble in their cafe, which will be interesting because I hate coffee, and the smell of it, and I know nothing about coffee, so I'm a little stressed, but I start tomorrow and I think it'll be good. I needed a part-time job during the summer when I can't substitute teach anymore. So that's exciting. That's my little life update for y'all. I hope that you all are doing well and that things keep going well, and I think that next week should most definitely be theme week. Ow, that hurt. I need to take a nap. I think that next week should most definitely be theme week, and I think that cooking should be our theme because it gives everybody a chance. Cooking or baking or whatever. Just making something in the kitchen. Maybe we should say that. Make something in the kitchen. It opens up a whole range of possibilities. That's my thought. On that note, DFTBA.